Oh, with the shortness of your lives, I think you could remember simple things, but I guess that's just not the case. So, welcome back to the Empire. But before we do that, today is a very special day for the world and for Star Trek in particular. We have a poll. What was Martin Luther King Jr.'s contribution to Star Trek? Little known facts. Did he invent the food synthesizers like Gene Roddenberry invented the transporter? Did he write the Trouble with Tribbles episode? Did he ask Nichelle Nichols to remain on the show? Or did he famously write the lyrics to all the songs in The Way to Eden, Star Trek's first and so far only and best musical episode? Or did he get William Marshall the part of Dr. Richard Daystrom? So I will let you ponder these things. I believe there is a poll up that you can click with your little teeny human fingers, all 10 of them. It's a wonder you can get anything done with them. And while we're waiting for you all to weigh in with your, well, wisdom would be like overstating the matter, but so whatever wisdom you may have, we're going to talk a little bit about if we wanted to have anyone discuss how they don't want Star Trek to have politics in it, and some examples. So does anyone want to name the episodes that some of these came from? If you can see them?
Nope.
Nope.
Let's see. The only two that I can, well, the three of them that I can recognize off the top of my head. Middle left is Drumhead. Middle bottom is the episode of the Bell Riots.
Yep.
And then the one next to it on the right is the episode where Riker falls in love with the non-binary.
Yes, I believe they were androgynous.
Androgynous. There we go. Yep.
We up here. This one? Yes? The Let This Be Your Last Battlefield? Yes. And then the Riddler was chasing him, was what we all remember.
Chat saying they don't hear Nat.
Yeah, I know how that is. It be like that sometimes.
There we go.
There we go. And at the top is to Paul, spoilers, to Paul and Trip's baby, the first Vulcan-human hybrid. So there you go. Bless you. And I believe they've rung in. And
Yes.
what was the wisdom of the crowd? I'm waiting for you to blow out your ears, Matt.
4 votes for what I believe to be the correct answer convinced Nichols to stay on the show.
Oh, what was the dissenting vote?
The dissenting vote was the song.
He did love a good song, but it is indeed Nichelle Nichols was asked to remain on the show after I believe she had found her role being limited smaller and smaller and smaller with every episode, and she was going to quit, if I recall correctly, right?
Yep. I remember watching an interview about that.
Yep. So she left. She was going to leave, and it was important that she was simply even physically there to see people that looked like her not be in a role. There's nothing that says the communications officer has to be a woman, nor that it has to be a person of color. But she was doing a role that did not require a specific gender or ethnicity, and that was important to see. This led another person that we may recognize to also appear on Star Trek and think about how all things were possible, proving Dr. King was right about how her character her mere presence would influence others. And do you know the name of that young girl that saw Nichelle Nichols one day on the TV?
It was an astronaut, wasn't it?
Guinan.
It was Guinan. It was Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh. Well, there was also an astronaut that was
astronauts
inspired
are all astronauts also. Yeah, Whoopi has a cooler story. Not as cool as an astronaut. No,
It was like the first. No, it was like the first African American astronaut.
Was the first African American astronaut, and Nichelle Nichols then went on to head up the NASA outreach program as well for all of this. And when Whoopi Goldberg saw Uhura on the screen for the first time, her story goes that she said, "There's a black lady on TV and she ain't no maid. Everybody come watch." That was her. That was all it takes, people, is you have to see, because you're all primates. And if you see it, maybe you'll imitate it. Hopefully you'll see good things. But letting you all know, we are now moving out of our friendly next generation, relatively beige world into something far more interesting and more indicative of you bipeds and you carbon-based life forms. And for a moment, the continuum has make the bing sound while I do something.
Bing.
Okay, hold on. Well, not you're binging fast.
Bing bong.
Yep.
Bing. Hey, everybody, also, on this wonderful Martin Luther King Jr. Day, let's remember the fact that not only was he a very good representation of civil rights in this country, but he was also a radical leftist who talked about redistribution of wealth.
He did get some heat for that. I believe there's also a Boondocks episode discussing his return.
Amazing.
So, wow, welcome back to the Empire. Now, are all of your bad teeth in place? Yes, chew on the pens.
just the ones attached to my gums.
All right. Yes, because again, universal dental care is not right even in Canada. So, nor is mental health, believe it or not. So, warnings before anyone is worried about being breastfed that needs to be breastfed by a targ. There are some things that you may want to be aware of. There will be violence, possible bigotry, classism, and a blatant disregard for sentient life. And these will all be represented in a manner of keeping with on-screen DS9 and TNG sensibilities, despite Good Devil's best efforts. I believe his batleth cleaves all boys in the yard.
It
Oh, the Jem'Hadar. Yes.
Damn right, it's better than yours.
Yes. So, to remind you of who you are Klingon, but you also need names.
I'm Dr. Klingon.
You're Dr. Klingon. Who is Tank Klingon?
That would be me, son of Grolok, Grovak, the Destroyer.
And you are last pick. Lieutenant Dreg, the drawer of the short batleth.
Hey, Lieutenant Dreg. He I got nothing.
Yeah. My teeth are sharper than yours.
What a dreg.
Oh! Yes, the bottom of the blood wine barrel.
That's the best part.
The dregs. Yeah. Yeah, that's where the worms are. You got to scrape the worms out of the blood barrels.
All the worms and the coagulant. It is
yes.
the best part.
Thick.
So,
It's a drink and a meal.
Oh my God! Why is it so thick?
Oh goodness. So we've already lost the Boone's Farm sponsorship.
I haven't heard that since I was 17.
My heyday was also in the 90s. Bartles and yeah, we did need to do a Bartles and James episode. Only when we do a bottle episode. All right, you're not going with this. No one's. I will give you a momentum for that because that was just truly bad. There.
I mean,
right.
I get what you were trying to do there, but.
Oh yeah, I liked what this was trying to be, but
it went over my head, but partially because I'm looking for my character sheet.
You think we're going to roll tonight?
It's a bottle episode. Basically, pretty much every single one of our episodes because we have no budget.
Oh yeah, we have unlimited imagination and PowerPoint slides, but every one of these things could be like shot by as a student film, with money left over for pizza. So you have, good. You have rescued, when we last left, you had rescued General Klug, and he had also plunged a dagger, I believe, he'd actually killed the Vorta in charge of the station with his bare hands, as is fitting a Klingon general.
Did you get his pinky?
Oh no, I think someone was going to take his pinky.
That's me. I'm taking the pinky.
That was you. You got the pinky because those are rarer. So you got the pinky, which is a little disturbing.
Into my collection.
It's a Klingon.
Give them to my nephew.
Now you have a generator, a tachyon generator, to disable or destroy. However, the general at some point felt that it would be possible to disable it and escape. That's where he's at, and he was played by Rockosaurus Rex, who could not be here this evening. So his character reverts back to that of the cosmos.
Throw the dead bodies on it. That'll disable it.
Yes.
General, you make a good point. While disabling it will certainly render them useless for some time. Blowing it the fuck up will render it forever.
Okay. And so Klug is spoken like a true warrior, but we may also get secrets from its construction to use against the Dominion if we don't destroy it and instead decode it.
So we'll at least blow something up later.
Yes, I guarantee something will explode later, and it will be rather spectacular.
Or someone knowing this group.
Yes. So he claps you on the shoulder, in a very like weirdly friendly way. He's very excited that there's warriors here, I think.
And a doctor.
And a doctor. The doctor is sitting out there. What do you want to do next? There is I kind of bust up my map a little. There is a control panel here, and some, it's got a big, thick window looking out onto a 10 by 10, a 3 or 4 meter square room. That looks like it houses a generator, and that generator goes like 3 stories up and down, a bit like a vertical warp core. There's various machinery and pipes and conduits leading into it and out of it, from this room over here to the to your left. So
I would like to go over and start fussing around with the control panel. See if I can't gain access to the generator.
Okay, so
Time to finally use all of that expertise I learned from the Federation.
Oh man, that's not going to go well.
I'm gonna continue to physically hold the elevator here.
Okay.
Don't want anybody sneaking up on us.
All right. I'm bringing just bring our maps up to date here if I can. Yeah, I did the one thing that I didn't want to do. All right. Nope. This is what I get for not using Roll20.
Oh, let me tell you, it would be giving you just as much information.
Oh, really?
Its own learning curve.
Okay, so we have this. You do have yeah, that's not going to help us. All right. So attempting to shut down the generator. This will actually be coming from the text of the adventure. So this is a first in our entire existence as a gaming group. There might be rules as written.
Oh man.
Are you feeling all tingly, warriors? Do your ridges
we're getting
tingle
raw
with excitement? It's too bad none of you brought the engineer. You're going to be needing to obviously you're studying the panel, and because it's a non-Klingon piece of technology, but a Federation piece of but yes, your insight into the Federation might give you an advantage here. You need a difficulty level 3 insight and engineering roll.
Ooh.
To the words.
Couldn't get a worse combination.
Ooh.
Yes. Welcome to the Empire.
No science here?
Nope.
Well, it was worth a shot.
Yeah, I could science
it's a difficulty. You said it's a difficulty 3?
3. This is to decipher the control panel.
Oh, this is just to decipher it.
And analyze it for ways to shut it down.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and buy. Yep, I'm gonna have to go ahead and buy a die.
You can buy it with momentum or threat.
Oh, if I do threat, I can get 2. Let me do that.
No, you can get 2 die?
Can I?
I don't know.
Didn't you say there's no limit to how much threat you could have?
How much threat I can have? Yes.
Yeah. So I could give you 3 threat and take 2 dice.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I thought you were saying you could get 3 die, as if there were some special ability in your character that allowed that.
No.
Okay. So math 12. Oh my God! It's going off the screen. We're double-digit threat.
Hey, we don't have plot armor in this one.
No.
Nope.
We do actually.
Technically, you don't have it anyway. Wait, how do you have plot armor?
Well, we don't. All right, so I've got 15, an 8, a 10, and a 2, and I think the 2's a crit if you're going to allow my Federation culture to be a
yeah,
focus.
they teach you. We don't know why that will happen, but knowledge of those small square food cubes they love also lets you divine how control mechanisms work. I think it had to do with making the replicator create a plate of gach on a Freedom class ship.
Perfect. Well, that's 4
4 successes.
4 successes.
All right. We're going to bank. You're going to bank that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you do understand now that the 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 there is a way with a series of rolls to disrupt the power source by having the underground generators, the water pipes you had, could be shut down and allow it to overheat, and it would scram the system. And it would undergo a thermal auto shutdown. It would not destroy the generator. It would shut down its power supply.
Let's
knock
shut
it
it
offline.
down.
All right.
If I can chime in, and I have to speak out of character on this one. What do we know what it's going to do for our escape if that's the way we're planning to get out of here? Or the cooling pipes, right?
Well, if you plan on swimming through them to get out, is that the way you wish to escape?
It's the only way I know out currently. I'm sure, or if we discover something. I'm just asking.
Oh,
We
okay.
passed a hangar on our way up here.
Oh, all right.
With a shuttle in it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It was kind of fixed. You didn't assess
I
the
forgot
shuttle.
that part.
It might be covered a bit with blood at this point. It might be like splattered with Ketracel white and entrails. So you have to decide if you want to wash it before you take it out for a fly.
That gives it character.
Yes.
Indeed.
But no one has assessed its flight worthiness. So that's a thing.
Oh, the doctor couldn't. Oh, never mind.
What?
I was like, oh, the doctor can. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, the doctor can try. Oh, you looked. So I'm going to move these Jem'Hadar bodies out of the way. All right. So you have the general is standing beside you while you're assessing. And Krovik, you are nervous about what's happening, or how do you feel about them spending all this time pushing buttons and not taking direct action for the people?
It leaves me desiring of more action. So, what's this door next to the politician?
That door appears to say heavy machinery.
Well, that sounds like a room for Krovak. I'm gonna try and go in.
Okay. It does have a keypad, and it looks like some sort of a sensor pad that some digits could go on.
You need that pinky?
Yeah. Do you know which one it was, or do we just try them all?
I grab my pinky bag and I just dump out like a hand's worth of pinkies on the floor.
God damn it.
It's one of these.
Oh God damn it.
And Krovek starts just picking up pinkies and putting them to the reader.
Okay. Oh God.
Until he gets lucky.
That is what I was thinking you would do.
Oh, I heard that one.
Yeah.
Oh, not that one.
Oh, that one. Okay, and I don't get any.
Oh, success!
There we go. That goes under the Kapla mode. All right, so do you go into the room?
Yes, but Krovik is starting to learn his lesson. He has his bet left at the ready as he kind of just starts walking into the room, checking into the dark corners.
Oh, it is a well lit facility, as is all Dominion places, which is okay. It's not as dark as it could be. There are, however, you see in the distance, large, round, cylindrical shapes. They're stacked barrels. So no one's going to get that joke.
Are They're not stacked up high on a shelf, are they?
They are stacked high on a shelf. There are several barrels stacked high on a shelf.
Be careful! I'm not killing anyone today.
For no reason at all, out of pure caution, Krobek is gonna take out his disruptor and just shoot the bottom left leg of that particular stack of shelves. He's trying to cause him to topple over.
Okay. It is well, it's an inanimate object, and you're not a stormtrooper, so you just take care of business there. If you wish to still roll for the 2 successes that would be needed, it's a 0 difficulty, so any roll is gravy.
All right.
Except the 20.
And what am I rolling?
You would be going against control and security.
Control, security. So that's 14, and I got a 5 and a 2.
All right. You probably have weapons master of some sort.
Blades, hand to hand, not shooty
things.
No.
Okay.
No.
So that's 2 successes back for the group. You shoot the leg out.
Momentum.
And yes, it might be handy. There's no more Jemadar. Why would you need momentum? They're all gone, I'm sure.
Oh, then I can get off the elevator.
If you wish. The barrels topple over and narrowly missing you. They do almost feel like they are tumbling toward you aggressively, almost in spite of gravity. These blue barrels are just trying to come at you, and you've successfully defeated the shelf with the barrels.
Haha! I knew it.
I gotta fill them up with. That's the correct color for barrels.
I don't trust cylinders.
It's very good because I've heard those things can paralyze you from the neck down, from the waist down, or somewhere.
You would lose control of one of your genitals. Okay, so this indicate that the barrels have fallen over. So there seems to be a set of conduits over here that are going up. They would appear to be going down into the cooling area that we talked about. That's what Drag knows. I don't know if he's shared it with the group. And there seems to be another control console over in this area. And then Glug is looking over at what you're doing. Hercule, what are you going to step out of the elevator? The very slow moving elevator?
I feel like I'm meta now that I know that there's no more Jemadar.
You're only meta if you listen to the GM and believe him.
That's right.
Because one of the things I can do with threat is apparently produce troops out of air, as if I need permission to add more enemies.
Right.
Or give them better weapons. I don't.
Yeah, but at this point, nobody needs medical attention. We're not sciencing anything, and the only threat could come from this elevator that I'm aware of. So.
Yes. Do you want to go back down, or are you going to...
No, I just think I want to maintain it so nobody else can come up.
Okay. There's some beep boop buttons there. You can take a shot at locking the elevator if you don't want to maintain just standing there. And I assume that you are just simply pushing the button every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So
pushing
if you
all
wish
the buttons,
to... Yeah. There's only 2.
Yeah.
And then there's one under a panel, but you don't notice that. You don't need that. That's the sub basement.
But he's really enjoying listening to "Girl from Ipanema."
Yes, this is the Ipanema song. This is since Jemadar don't have any females, they don't comprehend the song, and they just assume it's the will of the founders. It's a song in praise of the founders.
What do I do with my character sheet?
I believe you're grown. Grun probably enjoyed programming that. Glug is like going over to where Krovek is because he's like not sure what Krovek's plan is. You're shooting. What is it, warrior? What are you doing?
Oh, so just making sure the room is clear from any enemies or violent inanimate object like these damn barrels over here.
Good. Yes. No, when I was captured, I thought that Yogrun had mentioned a founder visiting. So if we could, perhaps this shapeshifter is. Let me see. Perhaps there is a changeling lurking hereabouts in this room filled with lots of inanimate objects.
That's why I did it.
Yeah.
Would would I know from my time with the Federation and Starfleet that Starfleet had figured out that a sustained pulse from a like a phaser beam kind of like makes them unable to maintain form?
Oh, I think that a Klingon would just fucking shoot things anyway. I don't think that they need the Federation's permission. I think that it would not be Federation-specific knowledge. You know that they're susceptible to getting hosed. Again, a good disruptor blast in center of mass will cramp anyone's style. I believe is Krovek's attitude. Glug does ask Krovek if he says, "All right, I shall face this with you, Sergeant." He asks if he can get a disruptor of some sort from one of you, if you could spare one of your disruptors, since Dreg's not using his.
Yeah, absolutely. I hand my without thinking, still pushing buttons, hand him my disruptor.
All right. Krovek, you going to go into the room?
Yeah.
Okay. Klug is going to follow you into the room, and he says, let us sweep this, as Dreg had suggested. And
a fine idea.
All right.
And
yep.
No, go ahead.
Oh, that's okay. Go ahead. What do you need?
Okay. Through my Klingon military training, would I know the or the approximate contents of what's in the barrels, and whether what I'm looking for here essentially is, but if I shoot them, are they gonna blow up?
Well, they're marked in Dominionese. You do have a tricorder, however. Everyone is, by the way, equipped with a tricorder.
Right.
Yep.
Good idea. So I'm actually gonna bat left in my offhand now, and a scanner in the other hand, and just over top of each one.
Okay. So that's gonna be a control and a control and science task.
Control science. Ooh, target 11.
You need like a 1. You need like 1 to just general cursory scan basics.
We got a 15 and a 2, so that's 1 success.
All right. That success does tell you that the contents of the barrel is essentially it's antifreeze, which also acts as a heating cooling, extending the vapor pressure of the cooling supply to the Techian generator. So they have a bunch of spare oil, or well, not oil.
Okay,
coolant
sweet.
on hand, and it is non-volatile. Most importantly, Klug says, "Let's make sure the changeling can't escape us," and he closes the door.
I want to scream out of the elevator. I never realized how much of a good day to die actually meant until I started this mission with you two. I'm going to die of old age by the time we get done this. Hurry up.
Are you just gonna? Oh, do you want to manipulate uh the door to the thing to actually lock?
I can try it.
Okay. Again,
Promise
it's
nothing.
gonna. It's an insight and engineering task.
Oh, right. That worst one.
Worst one. Yes. We are intuitively engineering.
I'll buy 1 momentum.
Okay. Or one
'Cause we
one
have
die
a
with
lot.
momentum. Yes.
Oh ho ho. So I got a 1, a 4, and a 20.
Okay. Well, this is beautiful. Kapla. Kapla.
Kapla indeed.
Kapla indeed. So one of the consequences to this is, well, you broke the elevator. It's not going anywhere. You managed to lock the controls. There aren't any windows hereabouts either, so we might have to make a repair on that. You've got a beautiful, beautiful thing. You did get your momentum back that you spent, and you did get the thing back that you spent. However, yes, the control problem is it does short the door controls, not, you hope, irreparably, because the designer did not include a hatch or anything else in this place. You'll just die. Just saying. And Dreg, you've got you're pushing buttons, and you're doing your business. You think that you can actually start shutting down. You've figured out where you have to go in the basement to do the shutdowns, which is very convenient if you can get there. I like the idea. I need you to play this out. You have just discovered that all we need to do is go downstairs.
This is perfect. We can shut all this. We can shut all this down. All we need to do is go downstairs. It's a good thing you were guarding the elevator, Doctor.
Yep.
Okay, there might be a plan B.
I'm gonna wait for somebody else to touch the controls and jump in immediately and blame them for breaking it.
Who says that humans are the most deceitful?
I'm gonna look at the floor and start picking up my souvenirs that I dumped all over the floor.
Okay.
Krovek still has that pinky. I need to get it back.
Yep. And at this point, Krovek, you're busy scanning, right? Do you have a song for scanning? Could be a Klingon ballad.
Just scanning for changelings. You shitty little changelings.
Okay. And what does happen next is, this, you knew this was happening.
It was only telegraphed.
It was only telegraphed. Not as good as the people on the 6th used it. Okay. Now I've lost my frickin' dice. Frickin' dice.
All good.
All good. And yeah, I'm and obviously you're about to be whacked in the back. Maybe roll any of their d20s. Well, yeah, security. Daring. How could he miss this? Okay, fine. I choose to reroll this one and that one. Fuck me. All right. He only needed one success. He was hoping for more.
Do you want to spend some threat? Oh.
I am spending threat. I'm going to keep one of the, I needed one success. I got one success. It was unsuspecting. There is a thing that the changelings have called Ruthless, which is the fighter may reroll die 20s in their dice pool when making an attack on an enemy that is not aware or prepared for the attack. I'm afraid, Krovik, I'm just going to lay it out for you. You knew exactly what you needed to do. And they're going to just kind of wail away on you with D6 with 6d6 damage, and they're vicious. D6s will be damagey. Come on, what's going on? That's not what I wanted. All right. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to roll my 6D.
Just so you know, we can't see the die roller.
You can't.
It's just a gray screen for us.
Oh,
No,
seriously?
on purpose.
No, I was being on the up and up. Well, what do you know? It's all 6s.
Fair.
The referee will now do the following. Because I had shared a screen, not a window, so I'm a little annoyed about this discovery. And no, that is not a slam against the show.
Still haven't watched the new season.
I think it's pretty good. They might have found a right balance.
I like it.
They finally may have gotten their thing. They may have found their stride. Okay, so 6 dice. A 2, a 2, a 5, a 2, a 5. Oh my God. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 2 points, 4 points, 5 points, 6, 7, 8, 9 points of damage against Krovik.
I will sing songs in your honor.
In the back of the head. Let me see. It was 9 points. 1 whole point comes off because of your armor. So that's a thing. And you also have a special ability, sir.
Is it the Brock Lul? Brock
Yeah.
Lul?
Broccoli?
The broccoli.
Yeah. That's two more points.
Mm-hmm.
You should always eat your broccoli.
So that's 6. Yay. I think
Chopping broccoli.
Wait,
still
seriously?
out.
Still not enough? Oh, crap. You can also spend 2 momentum and shake it off. You can once per game you can ignore the I'm effed deal. You're still gonna have 6 points of stress, but you can ignore the effect of it being a wound. That makes sense?
Yeah.
At least that's how I'm gonna call it. Because you're just like, you want to say anything? How do you feel about this?
Only a coward attacks from behind.
And he's he's at this point dropped his scanner and he's ready to fight.
Okay. So at this point, we play the combat music, but also the round begins with Krovik, you have first move. I think your security is higher than his, than the changelings. So you're a player, first move, and you decide what to do. You can just describe it if you've got opinions. And you do. I'm assuming you turn to face him as one of your actions. Okay. So before you need to select anything else, you do see the general still in. The general's still in general form. You don't know he's a changeling. He's just a dick at this point.
A dick that hits people in the back and sucker punches and not being honorable. This clearly. So Krovik is at the top of his lungs. Hopefully, loud enough so that his colleagues will hear him.
Oh, how much threat do I have to spend to make the room soundproofed? Because this was also Yagrun's sexy time place. That seems to be a theme with all the characters I run.
He really likes barrels, huh?
He likes barrels. Anyway, what those aren't all gem and those aren't all oil in there. All right, so you've whirled to face him, and yes, he's standing there. Cleave.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You will need one success against it. It's success. It's a straight success versus success.
Okay.
And they do not include a power in the talent tree for this character that they should have from being on screen. So I hope you guys will let me do a little bit of off the book stuff. Okay, I'm gonna roll. He's gonna spend some momentum. He's gonna spend some stuff to buy a die because you're good. Okay. So how many dice do you wish to use in your attack? You only need one. He spent 3.
I'm gonna spend 1 to buy a die.
Okay. You want to do that as threat?
No.
Are you reckless? Do you have combat reckless?
I do
or
not.
Something like that? Oh, you don't?
Nope.
Okay. Somebody had that. Somebody has not cautious. They have the opposite.
I have bold security.
Bold. That was it. Bold security would have gotten you further. However, now's your chance to put all those field manuals about the founders into action. All right. He gets 2 whole successes.
Okay. And I'm rolling a security and what else?
Daring.
Daring.
This is a little more in the wheelhouse of Crowback.
Oh, yeah. Crowback rolls. It's really dark. A 2 again. A 17 and a 15. So
What?
2 successes. Well, it does my focus in blades increase?
Are you using a blade?
Okay.
That's
a
blade.
Yeah. So that's a
3.
critical success and a regular success of 3.
All right, so that's 3 altogether. You needed 1. You have 2 successes, and you can spend that to inflict an effect or extra damage.
Oh, extra
or
damage for sure.
attempt to disarm him since he is holding a disruptor. Basically, 2 points is a general. You can change the conditions of the test, or you can buy D6s with the extra momentum.
Well, okay, we'll say this then. I am trying to give him the old Obi-Wan goes to the bar treatment and just arm off.
Arm off obviously the one holding the disruptor.
Yes.
Because that would be better. It would be cooler.
It'd
Yep.
be a lot cooler if you did.
It'd be a lot cooler if it worked. So as the, I mean, as you swing through, obviously, he does spend threat to have his morphogenic matrix go into a rather gold CG goo and allow the blade to essentially pass through his goo.
So no damage roll.
No damage roll. You did force him to spend threat. Because you still have a disruptor.
He what?
You still have a gun.
Well, but what do you mean I still have a gun?
If you're feeling that you are emasculated by that,
it's sad, but I swung, so now I'm waiting on
him.
He hasn't seen Deep Space Nine, so I don't think he fully grasps the powers and
it's
limitations of shapeshifters.
So think of a Titan that's a gelatinous cube.
If you slice something in half that has no real like physical form because it's just goop, it could just come back together.
Krovik missed. Hey, Krovik did not pay for CBS Online. Krovik is not going to see this. Krovik calls bullshit on this.
It is why I'm. It is why I'm like 3 seasons behind on Discovery.
Yes. So anyway, the you were as surprised as anyone, because that would be a surprise even to a seasoned warrior that this would happen, because you don't get a lot of one-on-one with founders. So yes, now it's going to attempt a counterattack, and really doesn't want to use the gun. So it's going to just like essentially go, oh, so it's to be blades then. Is it Klingon? And he does a little bit of a T-1000. Well, does he have? No, he doesn't. He's going to try it and do a T-1000 thing, but he's really just going to use, he's just going to punch at you and swing on you, because they're pretty solid fists. Not going to do any like weird Fantastic Four stuff on you yet. So it is a daring, and again, it's daring versus security. You versus me.
I'll buy a die with momentum.
Okay.
Okay, target 16. We have a 4, 3, and a 16. 3 successes.
Okay. Well.
And a drop die somewhere.
And a drop die somewhere. Okay. And to show you the die roll for the... See, I had been putting the dice rolls up by sliding my window in all mini games, and I didn't realize that you guys couldn't see them. So I'll have to figure out a way to make that better. Okay, he got a 17, a 19, and a 12. No successes.
Sucks to be you, nerd.
He overreaches, and actually, he overreaches, and with your 3 successes, you can use those to just run a second attack on him.
We're gonna run on him. All right. Seeing that my bat left has taken no effect on this creature, I'm gonna just place it upon my back and just try to grab him, and I want to see if I can just yeet him into the power conduit in the corner.
Oh, okay. Yes. Let's do a fitness and security, since yeeting's a rather strenuous event, but also it's like Klingon judo. Pretty much. Let's see. 2 successes should get you to yeeting him to where he needs to go.
And I'll go ahead and buy another die with momentum.
You had 3, and there are 3 left over. So I mean, group overall, because you didn't have to spend any successes against his success, because he didn't have any. So you get to spend all 3 of those, or you get 3 to bank back. So you can buy momentum. I'm saying you got more momentum for your successful parry and counterattack.
Oh, right. Yeah.
All right.
So I can't buy a die.
No, right? Yes you can. You can buy dice. These are momentum left over from when you defended yourself.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So yeah, no, I'll just use the one. So did I use 2 of that counterattack, or did I use 3?
Well, you did. You so outclassed him. Let's go with use 2 to launch your counterattack, put you down to 4. And then if you want to yeet him into someplace, it would be like you just need 2 successes.
Got it. All right. So and you said fitness security. That's a target 17. We do have a focus in
hand to hand.
hand and Gem Hadar ground tactics. So extra military training, we'll call that.
One or those, one or the other of those will work.
We got a 3, 13, and an 18, so that's 2 successes.
Oh, you were so close. Even almost failing, you succeed. So you needed 2 successes. You got 2 successes. You have thrown him into which conduit do you wish to throw him? There's one over in the corner over on the left, and there's one at the bottom.
We'll throw him towards the one at the bottom because who knows? Maybe those hostile barrels will get involved, and maybe make him tear an ACL or some shit on the way
Okay.
there.
Yes, the founder, the changeling ACL is its weakest point. I believe that you all need to know this. So while we see him fly toward the conduit, does he have any? Well, it's a minor action, but he's getting his ass handed to him right now. Okay, I've yet to see one of them change when they fly across a room. So he smacks into the power conduit, and at this point, we don't have a luck roll. Let's go with evens odds. Why don't you, Devil? Why don't you roll a die? Give me an even. Is it an even or an odd number result?
Okay, I'll roll a d6 for that. That is even.
All right. Well, that doesn't go well for him. The power conduit does happen to have some exposed wires because the Dominion doesn't necessarily believe in safety first. They're like safety third. So so he does smack into that, and he does take 5 dice of damage. Devil, would you please roll that because I think you enjoy it.
4 and 5.
5 dice.
D6, yeah.
Yes.
We got 4, 6, 1, 1, 6.
All right. As it's electrical, it'll be stunning attack. So the 4 doesn't count. There's a 6. It's 1 plus an effect. Plus 1, 2, 3. 3 straight points of damage. 4 straight points of damage. And then 2 effects. And the effects are shock from the high tension. So yeah, this will automatically, for most creatures, cause some form of automatic stun, where they just hit it and they're wounded and the winds are knocked out of their sails.
Cool.
The founder is going to hit it and zap, and you're going to see that body kind of begin to dissolve into something that would look like something that was made out of glowing maple syrup. Is the best way I can describe this. It's
description.
An apt description.
Space Canadian.
CG. It's a CG Space Canadian. This is before they filmed in Vancouver, so this was extra special. But yeah, he hits it and he starts starting to gel out a bit. He definitely loses his shape and cohesion. So before you get a chance to see what happens next, back to the Hercule and Dreg show. And
so at this point, I want to wander off of the elevator to get away from the broken console.
Okay.
And just kind of like go over and shove myself into whatever Dreg's doing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, give me some space.
What is all this mess?
This is a computer.
Computer.
Stop all the download.
What's that mean? What's that mean?
Stop pushing buttons.
He was pushing.
What's this do?
Where's Krovek? We need to leave.
How do I access the internet?
probably just gonna go look at porn.
Porn on the internet.
So yeah, you're still.
Do we hear any of the like commotion coming from the room next door?
Let's go with. Well, audience, what do you think? Is there an audience? Actually, yeah.
There's some. There's
Yeah,
some.
Actually, there's some people, some audience.
Mm-hmm.
Got a few.
We have a few. Audience. What do we say about maybe? Well, that doesn't help me at all. Yes, we have space dogs here in the continuum. So what I'm going to say is, if you don't hear it, you definitely witness a massive power that alarm you're hearing. Large power drop off.
What did you do? What button did you hit?
I didn't do anything.
And if you want to track down the source, that is, now that you've figured it out, it's going to be control and engineering.
Control and engineering. Okay.
And
Difficulty
just one.
1.
You need one success.
Bring it 2.
All right. I believe that is a banked success. You realize that the power is dropping off because there's an interruption in the power in the plasma conduit flow, and your understanding is it's probably like very close to this reactor, possibly in, I don't know, the next room.
Oh, Krovak, what are you doing? Herkel,
Breaking the computer.
Go open that door and make sure
He
Krovak's
probably has
not...
a history of breaking computers.
Sounds like it.
So,
doing something in that room. It's causing a massive power drain.
All right.
And who's going to go through that door?
I'll go through the door.
Okay. Well, here's the deal. The door is locked.
Oh, here we go. I grab my pinky bag and I dump it out on the floor again. I start sifting through the pinkies and start trying each one. Let's try this pinky. Let's try this pinky.
Okay,
Can I just grab one of the Jem'Hadar and drag them over and use their actual hand?
I guess you could.
Yeah, you can look at the Jem'Hadar, yeah, if you want.
You could try that, I guess. I figured the pinkies are here, so.
So are the bodies.
As you guys are arguing, and a smell of acrid burnt maple syrup comes through the room. Yes.
Pancakes.
Is there?
And then we cut back to your action. Yes.
Is there a digit reader on the opposite side of this door?
How messed up are these people? I would go yes.
All right. Well, since I have the one that works in pocket, and
I think the door's already open.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, yeah. They just popped the door open.
Ah.
They kept trying and they got it open, but that's a good solution.
What in the holy Canuck is going on over here?
So it's a little bit of a funny story. I know what you're thinking.
I better laugh.
As you can see, the governor is no longer here. He is now Space Canadian maple syrup, right over there.
That's a founder.
He attacked me from behind like a coward.
Shoot it! It has my disruptor.
Yes, it does.
That bastard!
Okay. So the changeling does have to sit out a round on this one because, it took one of the Goonies. The changeling Goonies. You guys do come in. One of you at least has a disruptor. The rest of you, I don't know.
I still have mine.
Okay.
That's what I was using the entire time, so.
Yeah, I think Krovik has one too. but it's not as much fun.
Didn't he? Oh, yeah.
No, Dreg gave his up.
Dreg gave his, yeah.
So you guys go in. I'm going to assume, well, A, your players, and B, the changeling does not have initiative and is stunned this round.
I'm gonna turn to Lieutenant Drake.
Drake, did you find anything of use on the other console?
Yeah, we can go downstairs using the elevator that Herkel did a really good job of making sure no one came back up. We just gotta go down there and we can shut it down. But we need to kill this founder. Kill it. Shoot it. Shoot it. Shoot it.
Well, the founder is the only one that wanted to keep this place intact. I say we set the whole place to blow. Hopefully we can set a time limit and still get out of here.
If we can't, then today will be a good day to die.
Every day is a good day to die.
Especially when I'm hanging out with you two.
Oh, put a lid on it, 3 wrinkles.
So, it's a single success needed. This is a fairly stationary target. It is unusual. It's undulating. It looks like it's trying to reform, or at least into something. And it appears to be like kind of shrinking. But yeah, I mean, you can open up anytime. I'm just letting you know what it's generally doing while you're getting your shots off.
Wait, are they immune to jars? Let's find a jar. Take it back and torture it.
Got a bucket and a mop.
That's some wop.
Oh.
Hey, he said it.
What?
Did
someone say wop?
No, I did, but you led me into it.
Of course.
You opened the door and I walked head first into the wop.
That is the power of the referee. That is what they do.
Oh man,
I believe
it's
what? Wet asymmetric protoplasm is what I'm
that's
hearing.
exactly
Yes.
what it stands for here. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So when you guys ever want to throw some dice to shoot this thing, you will need. Yeah. You can't because you're a smart guy.
I mean, I did. Yeah, I may have said it sarcastically, but Krovik did go. Pew, 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 pew.
Oh yeah, yes. What were the successes? Also, Dr. Hirko, if you wish to roll, you'll need one success. It is control and security.
All right, target 14. Yeah, we got 17 and an 8. One success.
Well, that was not enough to hit. It was shrinking. The mind-bending geometry of this maple syrup just threw you a bit. You were lulled, and you weren't trained to shoot at food items.
I will also attempt to shoot when I get the opportunity.
Oh, you do have the opportunity. Go ahead.
All right.
You're cleared around
drag again.
It is control and security. You do need 2 successes to hit a target.
If I already shot, am I able to assist?
I don't know how you're going to assist him shooting. Is this
Push
like
the
a
button
dog-
harder.
Disruptor?
What did you want?
The only reason I asked
Yeah.
is because I had pack tactics.
Okay, what does pack tactics say?
Whenever you assist another character during combat, the character you assisted gains 1 bonus momentum if they succeed.
Point at the goo and say, "It's right there. Shoot right there."
Yeah.
I was thinking something like that.
I think that
Or hold my
advising-
back up straight while I shoot because I'm old.
Yeah. I have a lack of imagination on assisting in combat, but I definitely understand that advising or holding a door open or doing anything like that would
Yeah,
automatically
no,
have. I don't know how
all
Klingons
Krovic,
could be that way though, because you hate each other.
all Krovic was planning to do was just say, "Be careful! It's a slippery one. Shoot where it was, not where it is."
Where it was.
Yeah, I mean it's moving all fucky like, so yeah, it
Okay,
sounded
sure.
good
All right.
when it came out. Shut up!
Follow the target with your gun, not lead. Follow the target with your gun. All right. So with that, that bit of sage advice, Doc, take your shot.
So that gives me a third die. Is that what that is, or?
No, no. If you succeed, you gain extra momentum.
Oh, okay. Can I
You don't
buy
get
an extra
extra
die
dice,
with
but you
momentum?
Yep. So you're gonna buy a die with momentum, so you get your 3 dice,
Yep.
and we'll see what happens. We'll
see what happens. All right. I got 2 successes. I got 2 9s and a 16.
Yes, which means you actually get a bonus momentum, which can be used for inflicting extra damage or
Extra damage.
All right. Yay, extra damage. All right, because that's what the extra momentum is. Once you succeed, you get some extra success, extra goodness out of it. I'll work through combat options when I actually read the rules.
So I got 7 d6s then, right?
Yes, you have 7. Well, yes, you have 7 d6s. The table cannot stand up under the weight.
Okay.
We are playing hero games tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
I got 2 1s.
Okay, that's 2 points.
A 2.
2 more points.
A 3, a 4.
Boop, boop.
A 5 and a 6.
Okay, a 5 and a 6. The 5 is a point. All right, so it's 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you hit him for 6 points of damage plus the effect, which was, I think, vicious, which is an extra point of damage. Yes. So that's you smack him for 7 points of damage, and man, that's gonna sting. Did I really?
Not me.
No, I know. Oh, this could suck. Because he's in a hard way. He starts disintegrating into various bits of goo. It's sort of losing cohesion pretty badly. Starting to puddle out on the floor.
I want to dive towards the puddle and go, which part looks like the pinky? Which part looks like the pinky?
So you do rush over there. That would be a fitness and probably fitness and security.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it's probably a good one.
Oh, yeah.
It's difficulty level 1 not to slip on the goo. How's the 20? How's your 20 looking?
So my target is a 17.
Yes.
I rolled an 18 and a 20.
Yes! Oh, nice.
Dredger's about to eat shit on the floor.
All for the pinky. I did it all for the pinky. Come on, the pinky. So you can take the stinky.
You're going to fall all in that goo.
Yeah. Well, yeah, one of the things, you basically like run headlong toward it. You do slip and slide. And, that plasma conduit's still there.
Shit.
So that's like 4d6 of damage, which I will make Good Devil roll.
Good Devil is the plasma conduit. 4 6s, please.
4 6s, please. That's all electrical stun. There's going to be some.
2 6 6 5.
Wow,
you said,
that's all damage.
Everything hits, yeah.
All of it does damage. 2 points plus 5, 6, 6. Yeah, so you took 5 points of damage right off the bat. Plus the 2 effects, the 2 electrical effects or 2 stun effects. So yeah, you're kind of laid out, bro. You can spend momentum to not be laid
Nope,
out. Well,
absolutely not. Nope, I'm laid out.
no. So you're lying in a puddle of, I think, founder remains.
It's all pinky.
Point.
It's all, yeah, at this point, it's all
pinky.
pinky.
It's how he wanted to go. He died as he lived. Let's just leave him. He went out in a pool of pinky.
Oh,
that sounds so wrong.
I intended it that way.
Oh yeah, actually, I should have also I should have actually had the barrels attack you. Instead, and I'm going to do this. And a barrel fell over on you, because why not?
Oh shit, he's dead.
Might as well go home.
I got one more D6 ready for that barrel.
We'll go with the 2d6 for the barrel. Lethal damage.
Hey,
Yeah, go
Lonely
ahead.
fans, thanks for that big old tip of ambiguous amount of dollars. You're a great guy.
Wait, did we tip?
We got the speed limit.
Huh? What? Wait.
We don't have notifications set up for tips, but
I believe he tipped now.
We got a what?
I thought I
Is
got
that
an email.
because? Is that because he liked the? Now I will say that the barrel is kind of stinky.
It's okay.
And I believe that the goo is now turning pink. So, I'm gonna go with some joke about pink and stink and let you guys handle that.
All right.
No, we're not gonna do that, are we?
Well, thank God. Hold on. No. The one that would take that easy joke is currently knocked the fuck out, so he's not going to say shit.
Not even a meta.
like he's sleeping, going.
So the barrel finally falls on his head. So yeah, that's just the coup de grace for him. So how do you wish to proceed, remaining people? I don't know what you want to do.
Well,
I'll carry him to the elevator.
Who?
Carry him.
You hit the controls.
I'm not a control operator. I'm a warrior.
Don't you dare meta this. Don't you dare fucking meta this.
I believe I was the one who got the last kill. That means you're on control button duty.
And I passed out, so he couldn't blame it on me.
Oh, that was a clever. Well played. Well played. You cleverly did. This is part of a clever ploy.
To avoid blame.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, Krovik, you go to operate the controls. To press the down button, I believe there's only 2 buttons, and one is up and one is down.
I pressed the down button.
Oh, what did you do
The
now?
down button
You
more
broke it.
aggressively.
Yes, you press it aggressively enough to like crunch it, essentially.
With the fury of my ancestors, I punch it again.
Oh God. Yeah. I don't know. Does that count as an engineering bold? Who has bold engineering at this point?
Not any of us.
The one person who'd probably be pretty good at fixing this is passed out in your arms, Doctor.
I will try to revive him with my med kit.
Okay. Well, you scrape some of the goo off of him. You're gonna probably obviously it's what would be what are your well, obviously it's medicine. It was not dying. although you should. Let's go with reason and medicine. See where we go. See where the day takes us. As I recall, the doc was fairly reasonable.
Yeah, so I think I only need for reason and medical is 16, and I got 2 successes, a 4 and a 16.
All right. Let me see. Do you have anything like battlefield trauma or any focuses that would possibly
battlefield trauma? Yeah.
All right. I say that this is traumatic, so that 4 becomes a success as well. So you managed to bring him to consciousness. You needed 2 successes. You could spend 1 more to like pop him back up, get him out of death's door. So your 3 successes go into that wake up call. You do have a lot of you do have some scorch marks and fractured set on your secondary spine, where the barrel made 1 attempt at you, but it was not good enough to finish off a true warrior.
Did I get the pinky?
You're covered in it. You're soaking. You
got something.
Wonderful.
And then Sergeant over here broke the elevator.
Damn it, Krovak!
Why are there 2 buttons in 4 directions?
And he's still aggressively pressing the down button.
I'm gonna go over to him and be like, stand aside, let me fix this, and I'll go ahead and try to fix it.
Okay. Using any equipment, or are you just gonna like just wing it with the?
I'm just gonna try to wing it. I don't think I have anything. I've got a communicator and a scanner. If I need to like, and a disruptor. So if I need to like take anything apart and use it, I've got those.
You got a tricord. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's. Yeah, you should have a dagger too.
Oh yes, I do. I do have a dagger.
You should have a mech glass. Yeah.
If it don't work,
if it comes to it, I'll stab the elevator.
Okay.
Like a good warrior.
Yep. So you are doing that's the sound of medical stuff. You do need 3. Well, it's pretty jammed up. You're gonna need 4 or 5. You're gonna need about 5 successes out of this, but you can do it over several minutes. So you just need.
Well, seeing as it's already 10 o'clock in the real world, let's go ahead and buy 2 dice with momentum and try to get it all at once.
Okay.
What's my what am I rolling against?
I was thinking, I don't know. Let's try something to do with engineering, and probably control, or if it's an emergency, daring. No, you're rushing. Daring. Are you going to rush through it, or are you going to think about it?
Yeah. I'm all on daring.
Oh yeah. You're all about daring. You're on an adrenaline high.
Yeah, and I really don't think I could argue any of these focuses, unless Federation culture is still gonna help me around these buttons.
No, you were really super. You were really the fates were really on a break, on a critical thinking break when they get you let you do Federation stuff.
Ooh, okay. We got a 2, 6,
okay,
8, and 19.
Wow, that's 3 out of the 5 that you needed, and this would be an opportunity for me to have Geminar decloak and counterattack that you missed in the room, but I never put any in there. So there you go.
Shame on them for watching us kill that founder.
Yeah, that would be uncharacteristic that they wouldn't have shown up. So yeah, just make another crack at the door and you're fine, or a crack at the controls. You just need 2 successes now.
I've just got the 2 die then.
Yep.
Oh.
What? Do you break it again? You 20'd?
So I got a 10. That's 1.
Okay.
Got a 20.
Oh God.
That's not 1.
Why do you people hurt me so much? It's an elevator. You can't get through a door.
I didn't break it. Okay.
Well, you
kill them.
Definitely. You definitely broke it this time. So yeah, you've jammed her up pretty hard. One would indicate
Can we break the glass in front of the generator?
Yeah, you can try. It'll take a bunch of disruptor fire. Sorry, Dale. What?
Can I ask? Looking at the floor, is there an access hatch? Or
Hey, you
yeah.
guys hadn't looked around too much. Those
Yeah.
plasma conduits got to go somewhere.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I want to inspect for an emergency hatch on the floor of the elevator. Um, and we'll start with that.
Okay.
Careful,
You
don't
see,
break anything.
you don't see anything on the elevator itself, but you can like branch out to the rest of the room if you want.
Sure.
Okay. And in Yogrun's office, there is a hatch that goes up. There's no ladder. It looks like somebody would have to jump really, really well or be a shape-shifting organism to. But you did find a hatch in the ceiling that would lead out onto what you perceive the roof to be.
Let's make a ladder of bodies.
Since we can see the into the room with the generator, how far are we able? How far down approximately? Is the generator? Like, are we on the level, same level as the generator, or is it below?
Oh, it's a core, so it's 2 stories tall. Actually, 3. There's a sub basement.
Okay, that's
So you think of it like the warp core, and you're up at the top head part.
Okay, yeah. So that's
it's all glowy. This is where all the money was spent.
Got it. Yeah, it's where this week's budget.
This is where the budget
spent.
went. We got a lot of Christmas tree lights.
And then we're gonna film, a few more different episode story arcs in this room before we have to give it back to Firefly.
Yes.
I hear they're doing well.
Yes, they're doing well. The Expanse. We don't have Expanse money.
So that's a potentially painful jump.
Well, actually, that area is kind of sealed off, so there's a big window of very thick ballistic glass on it. If you want to try and blast it open and crawl down the generator, or you can go up and out from the building. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. I just let you know you do have options. Yes.
Yeah, we did come in. We did come in. Backdoor friends are best.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think?
I think we should see if we can't get through that hatch in Yelgren's office, but if we can't, then we should blast the.
We can make it bigger.
And just
my current thinking is that there might, because Q did kind of wink and nudge a little bit. I'm worried about there being another changeling up there.
Oh, well, the first one went down pretty easily.
Yeah, with the assistance of a power conduit.
Yeah, but we got disruptors now. Oh, I think this goes without saying, but I go back into the other room and I pick up my disruptor. I go pick up my disruptor.
Through my clever plot of just letting your own ignorance do you in, and the dice too. But well,
don't worry, little one. I'll cover
Wait
you.
A minute, where's my? Oh,
can't win them all. Well, actually, no. I'm God. I can win them all. I just choose not to. So, you do have, if you're concerned about, what about another changeling? What about a gem on our patrol?
Don't worry, little one, I got you covered.
We killed everything on our way here. Don't you want more?
A fair point. However, it's shortly about to be the doctor if he keeps talking his shit. I did not break the damn elevator. I wasn't the one standing on it with my fat ass.
It was working when I left it.
working by.
I don't know. I was knocked out, unconscious.
It was working by virtue of holding up all 700 pounds of you. Now
It
let's
did
go
exactly what I
inspect
wanted it
this
to
hatch.
do. Let's not forget who saved who with the changeling, okay?
All right.
Well, we've been doing the opposite this entire playthrough. So.
Yep. So. Krovic's gonna go back into the room where the dead changeling is, and where the ceiling hatch is, and against better judgment, he's gonna upright one and stand atop it, see if he can reach the grate above.
Be careful, those things are deadly for a seasoned warrior.
Wait, did you say you were going to grab a barrel? Because I don't think I heard the words, I'm going to grab a barrel.
I said I was going to grab one and stand it upright, yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear the words a barrel. Sorry. That was my fault. I was thinking, wow, that was... I'm sorry, the continuum shifted for a moment, and I just happened to not listen to anything you say because, well, fundamentally, it's really not interesting. I know how it's all... I know how this is going to end. I know how it began. Let me see. All right, so you're going to upend a barrel and perform a great heroic act of the akin to putting your head in a Tarzanian razor beast's sphincter, one of its many sphincters.
Why do they have so many sphincters?
Yeah, are they all razor?
I don't know. That's why I had to put my head in there to find out.
Why do they all have teeth?
Oh, God.
In their sphincters.
We're getting calls. We're getting calls.
It's called Second Harvest.
What?
Oh.
I'm going to have to...
That's really good because I love corn.
Hey, Q doesn't know about Second Harvest, and he calls himself a god.
Waste not, want not.
All right. So with the taking embracing an enemy and using it to your advantage, a very Klingon thing to, non-Klingon thing to do. You do manage to pop the hatch off. You're, if you wish, you're now on this the roof of the building.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow,
okay.
I didn't think we were that high up.
Well, it's... Oh, you mean in terms of what?
Yeah, I just didn't think we were that high into the building.
Well, you are on the second story.
That one's on me.
Yeah, you're second story. But you're if I pushed you out onto the roof. If you do not wish to go on the roof, it's okay.
No, it's fine.
You can be a big boy.
Yeah.
I say I'm afraid that Drag just sort of collapsed again from his wounds.
Okay,
so go ahead. What are you doing?
I'm gonna just...
Oh, and I'm so sorry. Before I go up there, I gotta go back and grab my scanner because I dropped that on the floor upon the changeling taking a swing at me. So.
Oh, okay. You're going back. You're going back.
Yeah, I have to.
Can you do a security and insight roll, please?
Security and insight. That's gonna be 13. And we're gonna roll it.
Tell me how many successes you got.
With these two dice, we got, I can't see, that's an 18 and 11, so it's a 1 success.
There's something weird about the room.
Hey guys, there's something weird about the room.
It's like there's something missing.
Is it the hatch?
Is the puddle of maple syrup still there?
No.
That's
Shit.
all over Dreg.
Oh, God.
Like,
I've got
okay,
an idea.
just to make sure we're on the. I'm sure he's got some schmutz on him, but uh, after Dreg got picked up, was there anything of the puddle left?
You seem to remember that there was puddle left.
And there's no longer puddle.
There's no longer puddle. And I don't believe that Dreg's uniform is super absorbent, despite the fur on the arms. The spandex pants, not absorbent.
He wants Krovek once again. Oh wait, so I'm in the.
I put you in.
What room am I currently in?
Your current room should be the barrel room. Because
the multi-barrel room? Then why is
the
I am being a little bit meta, but why is a barrel in the Yelgren room?
You indicated you got a barrel.
Okay, so that's where the hatch is.
That's where the hatch. That's the hatch. The hatch is in the
Got
office.
Got it.
So the hatch is in the office.
And I'm currently in barrel room.
And you currently went back to barrel room because you didn't want to leave without your tricorder. You said, "Oh wait," before you went up on the roof and said, "I gotta get my tricorder." And you've come back and found a lack of puddle.
I'm now that I've retrieved my my scanner, I'm just gonna kind of slowly back out of that room. I have yet to give this pinky back to Lieutenant Dreg, so I'm gonna use it again to beep and close that door. I don't like this room anymore.
All right, the room is. Okay.
Did you get it?
Okay, Krovik is outside the room.
My comrades, I believe it best we leave immediately.
Leave how?
Well,
and I'm gonna show them the way to the roof hatch.
Yep.
Follow me, my brothers. I know the way.
I don't know if I could bring myself to stand on that. Terrifying.
Age before beauty, and I'll go to the hatch.
It's a very
God damn, that's right.
Very simple jump up and if you wanted to roll its security and fitness, it doesn't require a roll.
No, we're already running along, so.
You got 20 minutes. All right, we can pause it, or you can make it back to the shuttle and attempt to repair it and be gone. Be on your way. You haven't disabled a generator. So yeah, that's.
Oh, if we still got that much, I feel like we have enough for one more.
Yeah.
For one more episode.
It really scares me that you do. Yes. It really scares me that. How did we do this? It was the barrels. The barrels extended play.
Yeah.
With this, I am going to return you to our regularly scheduled continuum, where everyone will come to their senses and play good, kind, nice Federation officers instead of bloodthirsty, goo-filled people.
All
right.
I do find it more fun playing a Klingon than a Vulcan. There's some attraction to it.
I think that when we discuss Ferengi next.
Well, if you enjoyed our little episode tonight, please hit that follow button down there in the bottom, because that's means everything to us. And but you're muted. Oh. Sorry, I thought I was saying something. Yeah, and join us on Wednesday. We'll be back for 5th edition D&D campaign run by Armand as our GM for that game. And then this Thursday we will be doing Aliens, our little brief one-shot Aliens campaign. We'll see Does somebody die? The player character die this time? Because I didn't specify that last time. But we'll see. And then I think we'll have a little treat this weekend with, or maybe even sooner. I don't know, with a new game that we've picked up that I think is entertaining for viewers and players alike.
I will be role playing the entire time.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to play Dale. Yeah, zombie apocalypse survival game. So, and yeah. If you have those free Prime memberships, please use them to subscribe. You get wonderful emotes to use. If you subscribe for 3 months, you get a t-shirt. If you subscribe for 6 months, you get a Lords and Ladies of Fate mug. Big 32-ounce mug. Very nice. And with that, I'm going to try to find a raid for us. Who do we got going tonight? Alright, well.
Interesting.
Let's see here.
Oh, well, while that's going on, hey, while you're at your table playing any manner of tabletop role-playing games, I have a challenging game for you to play while you're, having downtime and waiting. Take one of each die. That's right. D4, D6, all the way up through D20. Now roll your D4. Keep on rolling it until you roll a 4. Once you roll a 4, you can move on to that D6. Roll that D6, and if you roll a 6, you can move on to the D8. If you do not roll a 6, you go back to the D4.
You have a lonely
I
life.
can't get past D6.
You have a lonely life.
I can't get past
sir.
D6.
You have a very lonely life.
I'm a married man, so I have a lot of free time.
Well, we don't believe necessarily in marriage in the continuum. However, I will say that I do have a life partner, an eternity partner, and even then, I will be the scarecrow or the road before I roll a d6 and a d4. You now have completely made the point of why Q would decide to commit suicide after I heard about that game.
Seems to be a problem going around the continuum these days.
The continuum seems to have issues. We also have trouble getting babysitters, but that's what Kate's for.
All right. So we got a group of 10 right now. We're gonna raid another player or another group that's playing 5th edition D&D. And be polite, but make yourselves known. Say hi, follow, and all that stuff, and be supportive of the small tabletop streamer community. And until next time, see you guys later.